Today I'm going to go over all of the pocket clips that I own and kind of give you my opinion of what I think is the best pocket clip for me. Some of these pocket clips are going to go under I do not like at all and do not want to own them. It's kind of rare. There's times where a pocket clip will just basically ruin a knife for me, which is just me, maybe. I don't know, it might be you too. But it'll just snap in and out of the pocket too much. Usually it's a titanium pocket clip that just isn't, I don't know, it's not fun to pull in and out of the pocket. And it kind of snaps a little bit too much. And some of these pocket clips are just going to go under, they're great, they work, they're functional, they're not exciting, but they're functional. That's probably going to be most of these pocket clips, and there's going to be some that I'm going to say I love, and they are my favorite. So I'm going to start with my least favorite and kind of reason along the way why I do and do not like the pocket clips, or yeah, all that to say. I have a pair of Dewar jeans that I mostly wear. I also wear Dewar shorts. That's D-E-U-E-R. I think that's how you spell it. That is correct. D-U-E-R, sorry. D-U-R-E-R. Dewar, great stretchy pants, if that's you. I love them. So anyway, that's what I'm working with. So I've also used a lot of running shorts and stuff like that. Probably one of the worst, and this is going to be combos too, so probably one of the worst combos you can get is a really rough texture G10 and a pocket clip that's just going to destroy your pockets. And what I would do with that is generally I'll take some epoxy, pull the pocket clip off, I'll tape around it and put epoxy on and smooth it out. And that's my fix for a cheaper knife. If it's a more expensive knife, I'll just move it along and sell it. So if I have to fix a knife that's over $200, then it's not for me. So old cold steel, this is a fun knife. I've had this knife for many years, so I don't use it. I love this knife, but I don't like the pocket clip. The pocket clip has just a little bit too much of a pop in and out. It's just not as satisfying. It's decent. I just do feel like I'm going to bend it. It does feel a little weak right in here. And so this is a knife that I will be moving along. This is the Honey Badger. I do love the knife. I don't know if it's possible to get a different pocket clip or not. Sometimes that's a good fix, like a Lynch Northwest clip. But this one right here is a very cool design. Also a little small for my hands, but I knew that when I bought it. And so this will be ending up on Blade Binge when I'm done with my full review. As far as like just handling, I've not used this knife, just handled and fidgeted with. Another pocket clip here that is kind of like a good demonstration of when you see a pocket clip that has, it's kind of hard to tell, maybe you can tell here, but you can see where the in and out is very abrupt. So it's like kind of like comes in really fast and it's not very smooth. So it kind of pops over and it pops out. Prime example of what I do not like. It will hold the pocket, I will hold it in the pocket, which is great. It's not deep carry. I do prefer deep carry. But yeah, it's okay. It's functional. I don't like it. I do love the knife though. This is a Geo Knife M390. Just got this one. Very cool. So next up, this one here would be the Devo Small Boy. Be moving this one along, not for any other reason that it just is a little small for my hand. They offer in some of their knives, they give you a pocket clip that is wire. I purchased the wire pocket clip for this one and this one. So this was the satin DLC, this was the polished DLC. These pocket clips are a decent ramp in, but more of an abrupt ramp out. So when it pops over that stitching, I just get a little annoyed when I hear it snap. It's just not as fun. A little harder to put in the pocket depending on what you're wearing. If you've got some light shorts, it's kind of impossible to clip it over. So the fix is, for this, easy. Makes it perfect. So today I've been using the Tall Boy. That came with the wire clip. And I purchased the Tall Boy after the Small Boys, and so I'll be selling both Small Boys because the Tall Boy is perfect for me. If anyone has a carbon fiber Tall Boy with radial milling, I would love to purchase it from you if you want to part with it. So I do love this one, but holding the radial milled one that was not for sale at Blade Show, yeah, that was a little bit of a bummer. So, all right, so moving along, put that one over here, and then this is an awesome knife. The pocket clip's decent. I'm not going to say it's too bad. It does have a lot of flex to it, which helps, but you can see that really abrupt section here where it goes in and out, and it's not smooth. So this one pops in and out, but it's not too bad because there's a lot of flex in here. And yeah, cool knife though. Love the knife. Yeah, they nailed it. So pocket clip's not my favorite. And then we're getting to pocket clips that I actually do like. I pretty much like them from here on out. Hence why I've sold a lot of knives, because I didn't like the pocket clips. This one here is very interesting. You can't really tell too much, but it is kind of milled on the side, so it's just one piece down the middle on the inside here. Kind of hard to tell at all the angles, because it's hard to get a good angle on it, but it's very narrow on the inside. So this is very smooth actually, in and out, so you don't hear any pops. It's very subtle. But it is a full tie pocket clip as far as I know. If you don't know what this knife is, this is the Theory. You can get 10% off on this one with organgearguy, which is pretty sweet. So anyway, this knife I'm probably going to take a Dremel tool and destroy, just to get some texture on it because it's fun. And I've had this knife for a while and I love it. It's just a little smooth for me. I love texture. Love this one right here for the texture. Anything with texture, give me please. All right, this one here I didn't think I would like, but it actually is kind of growing on me. It's very flexible because it's got a pretty thin pocket clip there. You can see that. And a little bit more of a abrupt one, but it does actually function pretty decent because the knife's so thin and light. I don't know. It's a great knife. This is the Porcupine Ti Slim. This is the 154 cm version. They make an S90V version, so if you fall in love with the knife and you want a more premium steel, you can get one of those. This has just enough texture for me. I love it. Getting out of the pocket super easy because they did texture the pocket clip. I don't know if any of these other pocket clips have texture, but that's huge for me. Huge opportunity to get into my pants or my pocket is having a textured and good pocket clip, because when you pull it out, it is way easier. I'm trying to pull pocket clip out that's smooth and just, not as easy. So enough said. All right, next up, these are pocket clips that are just functional and work. We've got enough texture on this beef here to just, it stays in your pocket. It's functional. It's got enough ramp. It does have a long enough ramp. Some of these will have too long of a ramp, to be honest. It just kind of, it just feels weird. Yeah, we'll get into that. So that's the beef. Also get 10% off with code organgearguy. So, and then Nafs. This is the Lander 3, I think. Yeah, I thought I was buying the Lander 2. I just spaced it on and whatnot, but I got a really good deal on it. So a little small for me, but a very cool knife and great crossbar lock. Overall, just a great knife, S35 yen, and a great pocket clip. Got some texture on the G10, which I love. This is probably one of my favorite textures right here for G10. Just enough grippy, just to get on your fingers and know that there's a knife in your hand and you're not going to lose it. All right, next up, this is a very unique one. This is the Drop Bear Zero. This pocket clip's unique because it does go really deep. It's the way you pull the knife apart. And this one I'm finding is a really smooth but long path to get it in your pocket. I don't know how to describe that, but it's very weird. It's very tight, smooth pocket clip, but it's a good one. I think it's very functional, works great. All right, we've got the Gilly, I think it's called, or Gile. I forget how you pronounce it, but I got this from Kyle from We Knife at the show. But this is also very functional. G10 Peace Neighbor designed. Also designed the, where is it? Oh, somewhere here. The Avalon, which is phenomenal. So we got some of those design cues on there. So this is the Avalon operator, which we'll get to. All right, so next up, functional, decent. This is a very old knife that I got for shooting a wedding for a Marine. He bought this for me. This is a Rex Applegate Gerber collaboration. Awesome knife. Yeah, so tip down, a little different, and great functional pocket clip. So good to go, very large. And we're back to that wire. I love wire pocket clips, and so if there's always an option to put a wire pocket clip on a knife and it comes with a milled tie, I'll try out the milled tie, and then I'll go on to the wire, which is great. All right, very functional, easy pocket clip. This is the Designs V3 Tyrant, and just super smooth, great. Can't complain about that at all. It's functional. On to more just functional pocket clips that just, are great. So we've got a Kaizer, bent clip, steel, good to go. Benchmade has always made some of the best pocket clips that go in and out of the pocket super easy and are functional and cheap and easily replaceable. So this is the deep carry. I love this knife here and this pocket clip. And then I just recently acquired the Ibis, and this is from CRKT. I got this for helping load stuff to the beach at the show a couple days ago. And again, very functional. I like that it's kind of cut out. That gives me something to grab onto, unlike a lot of these. Yeah, I guess this one too. Yeah, you have a little bit something to grab onto there. And then this is a new acquisition. This is just in temporarily in my hands. This is going to my buddy Gabe, Beats Rhyme Knife. And this is the Enduro from TJ Schwarz. Very unique knife. But I put it in my pocket a couple times. I don't want to be very careful with it because I want to go to Gabe brand new. But putting this in is a very tight pocket clip. It's titanium, which is super unique. And I like it. It's very unique. It's different. We have smooth G10 for the most part. There's a little bit of milling line there, but very smooth and a very long path into the pocket, since it's such a slow ramp that, yeah, you're really feeling it till you get to the end. I'm curious, if they would do a deep carry, but you could also most likely just swap for a Benchmade clip if that's what you wanted. But this is titanium, which is great. All right, again, functional pocket clips that work great. CT and Kershaw, they're awesome. Here's a Kershaw. This one has some G10, so this one feels a little bit different than the ZT. So 0512, this is the Bel Air XL. You get a little bit more texture, you get a little bit more of a security when you're going in your pocket, but you know, your pockets will not last as long. So again, if you're ever worried about that, I just put tape on here, take a little epoxy, pull the pocket clip off, smooth it out, let it settle, and then you've got a smooth in and out. Some knives, like ProTech, will, on their milled ones, they'll put a little pad there for you, which is awesome. And then this one here, I don't carry this every day. I do carry it for running. And I like the fact that this combo of this pocket clip and this texturing is something that in my running shorts will not come out. This is a very lightweight knife, an OTF. And so I know it's deep carry, and it's definitely not, there's no way this is coming out of my pocket accidentally when I'm running. So awesome knife called the Shootout. I got a first production from my friend Chris Lapava, aka Squirly, for my 40th birthday. So still love this one, Chris. Crew wear. And another functional Benchmade pocket clip. Looks great, works great. Yeah, this is awesome. So this one has been through some animals. This is a large one. So Crooked River original, or OG. Yeah, like the first one that came out, I think. This was also a gift from my buddy Josh. Thank you, Josh. And then Vero. Vero has a unique wire clip, which is awesome. I love it. Very functional. It's just got a little bit different of a ramp. Nice big ramp, so you can get into anything you want. Really thick pants, whatever it is, and very smooth, and gives you a little bit of just a lot of security there. So, all right, next up, this is a very unique one. Numb Knifeworks N7, Nick's Unhinged Mechanical Brain. His first one, the N1, had milling lines, and so his pocket clip was a little hard to get in and out of the pocket. This one is much smoother, has a very large ramp on the way up, and it's a long pocket clip, so very secure, very smooth. As far as titanium pocket clips, this is probably one of my favorite. Definitely probably one of the favorite knives of the year. This blade shape, the hollow grind S90V, just a winner. Yeah, such a cool knife. The only things about this knife that I would like to see changed in the future, I don't even know if this was his intention, but if this was a little sharper for me to reverse flick, because it's really hard to get on that. And then the top cantilever is a little sharp, so getting that open and using it a bunch, you do feel it. It's a little pointy, but outside of that, this knife is perfect. So cool. There's a few different scale variants and different finishes. But yeah, if you can find your hands, get your hands on one of these, I recommend it. Definitely a favorite. All right, I have 3 of these knives, and they all have wire pocket clips, and I am just going to say I love wire pocket clips. Yeah, sorry. They're just so functional, so smooth, so easy to use, and lightweight. So this knife, I don't even know what it weighs, but it is so light. This is the Asher A-Lock V2. The V1s are also awesome. It's a different button. I put a thumb stud on this, and it worked perfectly. I think this was like a $3 thumb stud off Amazon. Just nuts. He's got 2 new ones coming out with some milling and aluminum, which I'll probably pick up and swap this one out just because I like to move knives and I want someone else to try this out too. But this is so slicey, hollow ground, M390, just a banger. But if I can get milling, I'll take it. Anything with texture. There are times when this knife's a little too smooth for me. When I'm going back, I just like to know that I'm not going to slip into the path of the blade. When I'm closing it, that's the main thing. And he's going to texture this button, which, yes, please. I'll take it. All right, another unique milled wire pocket clip. This is probably one of my favorite summer carries right now. This is the bearing, like a compass, and they milled it out in here, so this thing just functions perfectly. I realize I didn't put the other one in the pocket, but I'll just do it really quick. Yeah, this is very smooth, especially against the carbon fiber. It's a very tight pocket clip. So this one here, oh, it's so good. I might go in and kind of grind a little bit of this out because it's adjustable, but the way they only give you so much adjustment, or it's only milled deep enough to come out to here. So it would be nice if it was a little deeper carry, not deeper carry, but more shallow. So, but overall, this knife is phenomenal. Van X, super clean, and this thing's been holding a crazy edge. I've been using it a lot, so very cool. Another one I have not seen before is the Kaizer drop bear pocket clip. I'm pretty sure it's titanium. This is an S45 yen clutch lock, and this is just a tank of a knife. This pocket clip is super smooth and like has this like satisfying tension to it. So just so smooth but so tight. The way that they curve this over right here, it's hard to tell. It's really weird. Super cool. I love it. And then little holes kind of give you a little bit of texture as you're coming out. And then some of the best pocket clips, titanium clips. This is the Overlook from Big Idea Design. Yeah, enough said. I mean, it's awesome. So their pocket clips are grade 4 titanium, and this is grade 5, I think, because they said grade 4 is a little bit more flexible. And so this is perfect amount of flex, and I would say is probably the perfect pocket clip for a small knife. Could have maybe a little bit more of a lip here, just to, so I know that I'm getting in the pocket, but when it's on your pants, it's a little bit easier. But yeah, very cool. And one I didn't think I would like, this titanium pocket clip. It's got a really nice ramp up and down. We'll see if we can focus here. Focus, yeah, really nice ramp up and down right there, and like kind of a taper in, like that. And so this did come with a wire clip, which I was going to put on initially, but this looks so cool. It's got this bead blast to it. This is the Vertitool Excalibur Large. I had the small titanium and the small carbon fiber, and the Vertitool was a little tight. So I will be, if I keep this knife, I will be dremeling this out to get more access to that Vertitool. And I may Dremel a small part where my middle finger touches right here, so that I have an index point for when I'm closing the knife, because it's so smooth to close. Like, I just don't want to catch my fingers in there ever, and I want to know that I'm not too far forward. But overall, this knife just is phenomenal. We'll see, what I think is an LMAX blade. Yeah, LMAX blade, carbon fiber, titanium clip. So yeah, this clip's awesome. I really like it. And it comes on a lot of the Kunwu knives. It's just made by Kunwu. Next up is the Avalon. I think this is a very interesting pocket clip. It's on a few of their knives. I am not the biggest fan because it's so flexible. This knife is insane. It's so awesome. I had to pull over off the side of the road in the middle of nowhere to Starbucks to get this one. But it's just, for me, it just feels a little like too flexible. So I picked up the Lynch Northwest clip, which is always a good fix for a knife. That you don't like the pocket clip. So this is their standard clip. They have a shorter one as well for other ProTech knives, but this is full titanium clip, and I'm pretty sure this is steel. So I'm gonna try this out, see how I like it. I know I'm probably gonna like it. So it's always good. And these are like maybe $30 or something like that, or $28, maybe 30 for the DLC coated. But I picked this up at Blade Show, so I have to pay for shipping, because usually they pay like $10 for shipping. I don't really know, but yeah. All right, next up is Exceed Designs Tyrant Ultra. This knife's awesome. Interchangeable blades. I've got videos on this. It's so cool. This knife was custom built for me by Josh at Exceed Designs. He put in the backspacer, and yeah, basically fit and finish this with all the hardware, and blacked out with the slash titanium. So this part's titanium. Most of these parts are steel, so they're nice and hard and stiff and hold up. And then there's an M390 blade, but this pocket clip is so smooth and so perfect. Titanium, and just in and out of the pocket with those little ridges. Like, it's smooth, there's enough flex, and you know it's not going anywhere. So really, really cool. Love this one. And these are kind of going up towards the end where, like, these are definitely my favorites. This is a TRM Atom, and this pocket clip is amazing. It's titanium. It's got these little holes for in and out, but it also gives you some texture to pull out, and just enough tension. It's a huge pocket clip as far as like the opening here, but very narrow, and phenomenal. Hands down favorite, like bent pocket clip. So very cool. Actually, I say that, but I also do love this one here. So Spyderco gives you kind of a funny clip that does not deep carry. This is a PM2 or Paramilitary 2. I'm sure I'm gonna butcher that. I can't remember which one's which, the 3 and the 2, which one's Para and which one's PM. Anyway, I'm not a Spyderco guy. But I do like their knives. I'm just not an expert. This one's awesome. I got this on Blade Bench for $160. This is the Crewwear and Micarta. But I was like, I'm curious about the Lynch pocket clip. The other one was okay, but this thing is phenomenal. We've got a titanium pocket clip. I went for the little branding because I thought it looked cool. This thing is nice and deep carry. It has a little bit of a side cant to it, and then pulling it out is so easy. I think this is probably one of my favorites because you get that, your finger's right in there, your thumb, and you get this real positive way to pull, or grip to pull it out, and it wraps out really. It's really thick, just an amazing pocket clip. So Lynch kills it. And then I wanted to buy a MIM pocket clip for my Amazon, but they didn't have it. They didn't bring it for the show. I should have bought one in Atlanta, but I just wasn't thinking because I was overwhelmed. But I'll probably pick one up when I go visit, or I'll just buck up and pay shipping, just because it's $40 part. By a $50 part with shipping. But this pocket clip is great. It's interesting because this and the MIM have 2 tension points. So you have a contact point here and a contact point here. So, and it goes in super smooth and is super secure. So home run on this one. I think the MIM is just a little bit of a deeper carry, but yeah, I do want to try it out. And that's MIM molded, injected something, I forget. Metal maybe. But yeah, amazing knife. Like, if you picked one knife for me to keep forever, folder, this is the one. It is a little heavy, but overall, it's a robust, tough, hollow ground, slicey Magna Cut blade that is just a tank. So I love this thing. I try and carry it as much as possible. I don't carry this in shorts generally. I'll generally carry it in pants just because it's a little more secure. Golden Design Works Slim. This thing is phenomenal. You got to stay off the lock bar for the thumb stud if you do use it, but the reverse flick is too good right there. I did pull off the thumb studs and it just didn't like it, so they're staying on there. It does give you some extra grip right there. This is a super slicey magnet cut blade. You've got milling going north and south and then east and west here, so the pocket clip is actually phenomenal. I was a little worried about it when I got it, but it's super smooth because it only contacts on this little pad right here. So there's like this little tiny pad right down there. If you can see that, probably not, but a little tiny pad for the pocket clip to go on, and it's super smooth. We've got this like really nice bent ramp here, and in and out of the pocket's phenomenal. You get a little bit of a rub from this, but it's not happening in the contact point of the pocket clip. It's only happening if you come across your pants. So if I were to pull straight out, you wouldn't feel it. But as you come up, you're going to feel it right on the side. So not going to be a pocket destroyer. All right, down to the last two. These are definitely number one. I couldn't tell you which one I like more, but Vero, Joseph, I've said this before in another video, if he stopped making knives and just made pocket clips for the rest of his life, I imagine he'd be a very rich man. Very successful at least. These pocket clips are phenomenal. They ramp up. They've got plenty of room when they're open. They're going into the pockets like so satisfying. It's like this smooth ramp up and then this positive, like, you hit the end, plenty of room in here. This one is slightly different where it does have a little bit of a cutout. But yeah, between these two, I don't know which one I like more. It's hard to say. But any of his pocket clips that he makes on this style. I haven't tried the new one for the Aura. I know he has one on the Aura that's like a two-piece pocket clip, so there's no hardware on the outside, which is cool. But if it's anything like these, it's so good. So if you're trying to decide on a Vero, that could be one of your main decisions. This is the Vero ProTech Synapse, and then this is the Lux 3.3. Both phenomenal knives. So Vero pocket clip, Vero design, and ProTech action. This one is in Magnum X. This one is amazing, and this knife is also amazing. This knife is a little small for my hands, but still big enough. This is a great lightweight dress-up carry. Amazing slicey hollow ground blade. Hand satin on this one. I picked this up on Blade Bench for a deal just because I was curious. And yeah, this is just a phenomenal knife if you can find one. It's pretty sweet. Front flipper is super sharp and awesome. Just this Vero fit and finish and engineering, like you can feel this right here is just so good. That tension is dialed. This is an M390 blade, but pocket clip, look at that. I mean, there's no hardware on the outside, so it must be screwed on the inside. It just has this like really cool ramp to it and plenty deep enough carry for me. Yeah, that's plenty. So if Vero, Joseph, you just put a little texture right here, oh man, be done. Maybe just laser in a little deeper with your logo. But yeah, those are the winners. So overall, pocket clips have come a long way, as you can see. Yeah, come a long way. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching this video. If this was helpful, let me know. And if you have a favorite pocket clip, just drop it below. Something you do or do not like. If you think this video sucks, let me know. I'll stop making them. Just kidding. See ya.